Coming up on this episode of This Is True Really News, nothing as gross as what Tony did last time.
Thank heavens. Which one, the election one or the truck one?
The truck one.
I would say so.
Please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News. We need more friends.
Well, actually, we need any friends.
Yeah.
One would be good. Two would be hopeful.
It could be you.
Yeah, you may not want that. You know what you should do is probably like, subscribe, and follow us through your friend's computer. And
that's right.
Of course, they probably won't be your friend after that.
Mm-mm.
This is True Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Oh, those rascals in Van Wert, Ohio.
Oh, they're known for their rascals.
Rascalness.
Rascaliness.
Yeah.
Rascalousness.
Vandals freed thousands of mink, because they do actually breed like mink, at a rural Northwest Ohio farm, leaving an estimated 10,000 of these small carnivores, and they are ruthless. Unaccounted for. According to the local sheriff, so many mink were killed crossing a nearby road that a plow had to be brought in to clear the carcasses away. Now, remember this, we have 10,000 missing, right?
Yep.
The property owner initially estimated 25 to 40,000 mink were released from their cages at Lyons Farm.
That's expensive stuff.
Now, think about it, according to the sheriff, right, 25 to 40,000, there are still 10,000 unaccounted for.
So 30,000.
Okay, I can see two things. I can see one, why they needed the plow.
Yep.
And I applaud the employees who corralled many of them that didn't get off the property.
Can you still get make a coat out of them once they?
I don't think so, because the fur is all matted.
Well, yeah, but you can clean that up.
Yeah, you could.
Well, I mean, you could.
There's a frickin' job you want. Where's
Roadkill
Mike Rowe?
coats right now. Roadkill coats. That's all I'm saying.
You collect, grab 40 or 50 of them and knock yourself out.
It's a great idea.
Lyon Farms is just 15 miles away from the Indiana state line. The owner declined to discuss any potential motive for the overnight vandalism or say whether any suspects had been identified. A farm manager told WANE TV that someone left a spray-painted message with the letters ALF.
Oh,
and the phrase "we'll be back." I actually think it was some of the mink that got away first.
And they aren't coming back because they got runned over.
Yeah, an idiotic group known as the Animal Liberation Front had previously claimed credit for releasing a much smaller number of mink at the same farm a couple of years ago. Calls to a phone number listed for the farm went unanswered, so no, they weren't accepting messages at that point. I personally don't think it was any of the whack job animal people.
Who do you think it was?
I think it was an inside job.
Oh.
I think the mink escaped on their own and wanted to get to Indiana, so they didn't have to put up with all the bullshit that is Central and Standard Time. Screw the daylight savings time. Screw the Standard Time. Indiana, we've got to get to the part of Indiana that's smart.
Ooh.
I don't know really which part. I'm guessing the part that doesn't have daylight, or
maybe where Ball State University is located.
I don't know. They named their university Ball.
Because Hand University was taken.
That's
Foot University was gone.
You are a disgusting human being. Of the two of us here, you are probably one of the most disgusting.
2 men suspected of stealing a cow turned themselves in at a police station in Kenya after they were attacked by a swarm of bees.
Who are actually people? They're humans, right?
Yeah, these are guys.
No, I mean, bees are actually humans.
Oh, but yeah, bees are either birds or people, and I can't decide which. And since birds are people, bees are people. If they're birds,
no, birds are dinosaurs.
Oh, that's right. The 2 suspects, Philip Wakesa, 58, 32, and Mwamba Ili,
1958,
58, 25, walked into the police station with the cow while covered by a swarm of bees and kept screaming as the bees stung them.
And thank you for coming into the police station with them.
Meanwhile, Lillian Waithero had contacted the police to file a report of her stolen cow a couple of days previous. This prompted the police to invite the women in to identify the cow, which she positively identified.
Yes, this is positively a cow.
Well, it's mine. In her statement, police said, I am told the suspects had tried to sell the cow at the Makutano market, but did not find a buyer. That was before the bees shepherded them to the station where they surrendered the cow. She also confessed to having sought a witch doctor services to help her find the cow, which had been stolen, as I mentioned, 2 days
previous.
It's
a CW series. I can see it.
Yep. The witch doctor had cast a spell on the supposed thieves.
There's police bees. There's supernatural stuff.
And
there's a cow.
This
is a CW series, man.
He was summoned to reverse the spell. The 2 men are being held at the Makutano police station. And I saw a picture of them.
Yeah.
Their hands just loaded with bees.
The bee, really?
Yeah.
Which generally leads to being loaded with bee little welts where they sting you.
Yep. But they were using bee cuffs the whole time, and I'd never thought of that.
I'm going to try and bring some righteousness to this show.
Oh, good freaking luck. I've met you.
The Toy Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Inducting a new class of toys each year in ceremonies at the Strong National Museum of Play in Rochester, where the hall is housed, as opposed to the Weak and Sniveling National Museum, which is in Washington, D.C. We call it Congress.
Not while I'm sipping something, please.
Sorry. The top earned a place by being a childhood staple of cultures in Asia, Europe, the Americas, the Australias, according to the hall, which noted that ancient Greek pottery shows people playing with the twirling objects more than 2,000 years ago. They're also, by the way, really good for throwing at siblings, from what I've heard and vaguely remember.
Anne's never forgiven you.
The top is, are you kidding? My mom could remember stuff forever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay. 25 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when you did that, you jerk? Thanks,
I said I was sorry.
Well, you are. According to the chief curator, the top is one of the oldest toys and an integral part of many cultures where it developed independently as a plaything. Mm-hmm. It's about time that the top spun its way into the National Toy Hall of Fame. The hall recognizes toys that inspires creativity over time, which confuses me then. Well, not really, because Light Bright was one of the other 3 that went in.
Really?
And that was, remember those? Man, everybody played with Light Brights.
Yep.
The one I don't think really Masters of the Universe creativity. Yeah. Really?
Well, they looked like the cartoon characters, but they were 3D.
Look at the stuff they beat out. Nerf.
Ooh.
The Pinata. Pound Puppy. Racco.
I have no idea what that is.
That's vaguely in the back of my head as a game you would play when you were younger.
Okay.
And Spirograph. I mean, come on. Honestly,
I did so much more with a Spirograph.
If Light Bright made it, Spirograph should be right there in the front row.
Yeah, that's what
we're saying. Yeah.
Yep.
Scott?
Missed it by that much.
Again?
Mali, Maldives. Is it Maldives or Maldives? I hear Maldives.
I go with the Maldives because Maldives sounds weird to me.
Okay, that's fine. Sea level is now, this is from, where is it? September 26th, 1988. Sea level is threatening to completely cover this Indian Ocean nation of 1,196 small islands within the next 30 years, according to authorities. So we start at 1988, 1998, 2018.
Should have been 18. 4 years ago.
Yeah, so they're all drowning.
No, it should have been almost 5 years ago now.
Right.
Shouldn't we be snorkeling?
The end of the Maldives and its 200,000 people could come sooner if drinking water supplies dry up by 1992, as predicted. So, having seen that, I just took me 8 seconds. I Googled Maldives. They're having a construction boom.
Okay.
20, count them, 20 new resorts expected to open between now and 2025.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So while everyone's screaming they're sinking, there's people that are investing billions of dollars in resorts.
Stilts?
Well, one of them is. One of them's on stilts. It's a sea city where they takes it's a shallow spot where an island doesn't stick up above the water but sticks down below the water a little bit, and they put them on stilts. That's one of them. So 19 new resorts expected on dry land in the Maldives between now and 2025.
Are they tiny itty bitty resorts?
Sometimes, I mean, some of the
I just don't remember the Maldives being that big.
No, they're not huge, but they've got territory.
I'm sorry, we're all full for that weekend. We have 5 people coming.
And it just kills me though that this is all going underwater, and they're still complaining. Our nation is going to disappear. Yet 20 new resorts are going up.
So let's build.
And you'd think the Hilton people who are building a resort there would have checked. How long can we have this resort? So words and actions just aren't matching up here at all.
One more time. It doesn't. So when they all sink, how do these resorts work?
Floaties.
Should have thought of that.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.